Water heats up, what does it do? It turns to steam instantly, does it?
Not instantly.
Right, what does it do then? Before it goes to steam, what's it do? It can boil. So when water's cold and you heat it up, does it go bigger? Yeah. It's a bit like if you've been outside and you've got freezing cold hands, yeah. My missus said, "Oh God, look at my hands now." And she'll come in and her rings have gone tighter on her hands because her hands have warmed up. Yeah? So it does expand, it'll expand, things will expand when they get warmer. So, what did we say we're going to have in these?
Cold water.
Yeah, it's going to start with cold water, Harrison, but what's the whole purpose of it?
Hot water.
Hot water, it's going to have hot water in it, isn't it? Yeah? So, when this hot water is in here, is there anywhere where it can expand or can it just pop out? I need to allow for that expansion, okay? So when I do that, one of these is an expansion pipe connector, and one of them is called a fresh air inlet, because this is going to have a lid on it. Okay, so this is going to have a lid on it, and it's basically like a bloody coffin with water in it. Or a connection there and a connection there, which I've just put down. So that one there, everyone, is the fresh air inlet. So I don't know if you can see that, but pass that round, just make sure it wings its way back. But that goes into one of these holes and it allows fresh air to come in so the water doesn't get too stale. Then I'm going to have another connection here, which is just this simple thing. That pops in there, and I'm going to bring a copper pipe in there later to, if this heats up to a certain temperature, I allow for that, that's fine. But if I have what's called a thermal control failure, so the immersion heater, for example, or the thermostat doesn't work, so the heat is on all the time, just bubbling, you need somewhere to send it, and you're going to send it to here. So it'll come up and over, it'll go into this expansion pipe connector, and it'll fill that with hot water. Now, it might then just keep bubbling over because you're not in. Well, where will it go then? Where will it go? There's a problem. You can shunt out there if you're getting too much water in here. Right? So that's the idea of them. So it's got everything covered. It's protecting cross-contamination with the water, so it's got by-law 30 kit and it's a Part 2 float operated valve. It's getting fresh air into it. It's getting rid of water in an emergency, and it's supplying water here. Okay, so these are assist, and what did I say they were? Tank connectors. So the water to supply that is coming from there. So they all get connected up. I'm only just quickly roughing them in. Right, so I got this now, and I'm going to put it there. If you come round here a little bit closer, you can see here we've got some holes. Right, got some holes there, that's where our pipe was going to go. What I recommend to people when they do this is split it into 3 sections. It's easier to do if you split it into 3 sections. So the main one you want to bring in is you want to bring in the cold supply first. So you're bringing in the main, the rising main comes up and connects to your float operated valve. That means you've got water going into it, right? If you're happy with it all, get it soldered up and done. Second bit, right, you got water coming in, get water coming out, and it comes down, and it will connect at the bottom to your cylinder, right? So you got water in, water out, and connected to the cylinder. If you're happy with it, get it soldered up. That leaves the last bit, which is water coming out of the cylinder, coming across, going to your taps, and allowing for that expansion. Okay? So we'll just pause it there.